All right, guys, this is Scare Talk. I am Danny, and I'm here with Catfish Katrina. Very fitting for the documentary we're about to review and talk with you guys about. It is on Netflix, and it is called Unknown Number, the high school catfish. It's It's not technically a horror film, but it is pretty horrific.
Oh yeah, it is.
What you get to see and learn about. So there aren't starring actors or actresses. They're just regular people. So I'm not going to talk about them. But it does have a director, Sky Boardman. And so I wanted to shout them out because they did a really good job with putting it together. And
I might have stuff to say about that.
Okay. The synopsis of the documentary: a teen girl and her boyfriend face persistent harassment from an unknown caller. Police investigating the months of torment discover a revelation that upends their initial assumptions. That is, yeah. So we're going to stay away from spoilers. There's some big, giant spoilers in this that you do not want to hear about, if you haven't seen it. So we're going to stay away from spoilers. If you want to hear us talk about the crazy spoilers, then go to Patreon. Patreon.com/scaretalk is where you can join us for all the spoiler talk. We really want to know what you guys thought of this documentary if you've seen it. So make sure to comment down below, like this video, and subscribe, because if we get, some people interested in documentary horror stuff, then there's all kinds of documentaries out there that are pretty horrific. So we might want to do some of those.
That is my jam.
Yeah, she loves the true crime.
We will do some.
Yeah. And we're definitely going to do Monsters,
the
Ed Gein story, when that comes out. So true crime.
Mm-hmm. We have to do Dahmer. I can't believe we haven't.
Yeah, we haven't done Dahmer.
Yeah.
Okay, so this, as the description says, we got some high school kids. They start receiving these texts in a group text from a number that they don't recognize, and it is crazy stuff that they're saying. It kind of starts out a little like, seems, like, oh, they're trying to break these
drama.
two. Yeah. Trying to break up this couple and high school drama. And it's like, going around the school, like, who's sending this? Nobody knows who this is. And then the number keeps changing. And it's like, okay, there are certain people that are suspected. And then certain people that are like, we're losing friendships. Parents are getting involved, the school's getting involved, the police get involved.
Yeah.
And it's a giant mess, and it's like ruining these people's lives.
And it's not like it just is a short period of time. Like this went on for a year and a half.
Yeah.
Like this was crazy. And the messages got so intense to the point that they ended up getting FBI involved.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just the police. Like at first they started with this school, then the school board, then the police. And then they continued to escalate to the point of getting FBI involved. Like these were bad.
Yeah.
And
100% like cyber crimes.
Yeah.
Being committed every day, all day long. The harassment level is beyond belief.
Yeah, it's like something you see in movies, it's something you hear about. And
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just the language that was used was like,
it was so vulgar.
Who could send this?
Yeah, it was so vulgar. And then the stuff they were, they were telling there were two different people involved. There was a girl who they were bullying and kind of telling her to, it got to the point of telling her to hurt herself and everything, that she's not worth living, everything. And then the guy who she seems to be infatuated with, or whoever the texter is, seems to be infatuated with. But the thing is one thing that keeps coming to my mind, and I don't think I've even told you, is I can't believe that after going through all of this, I'm really shocked that the families of the children that went through this decided to then expose them to more, I don't know, more public
scrutiny.
Yeah, like put it on Netflix, put
Yeah.
their whole story out there.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I always wonder that with documentaries and stuff,
especially
like
with
true crime
kids
stuff.
involved.
Yeah.
Like
Like, why would you do this? Are you getting paid?
I mean, they must be getting paid, but even still, like, is it really worth it? Like, you just went through all of this.
Yeah.
And now you want to bring in because this was all cyber stuff.
Yeah.
And so now you want to bring the possibility of like getting scrutinized, because there's been a lot of opinions about the girl who was bullied. And I just can't believe that they're even putting it out there because there's always going to be a hater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every person in the documentary can be like scrutinized, and like, you can have opinions, and of course it's going to end up online.
Yeah.
All these people are going to, they're putting their, just life out there, and their, just now that people have seen this, it's like, and a lot of people have watched this. Now they're gonna get messages online themselves. They're gonna get, people are gonna look for who these people are.
Yeah, and I've already seen reels of some girls that were in the documentary coming out and saying, okay, well, here's some stuff that wasn't really explained well in the documentary. I'm going to explain it better from my point of view.
Okay.
And some other things of, friends of the girl involved, saying, hey, I'm seeing all the hate on her and I'm here to clear it up and get the story straight. Because there's a lot of people saying, like, was she involved? And so it's like crazy to me, because it's like they're already starting to receive hate for it.
Yeah, it already just came out a few days ago.
Yeah, and like they now have opened up their lives to, because this documentary is not going away.
Right.
It's going to be out there, and so for years to come.
Yeah, it's a Netflix.
People are going to see it.
So it's going to just stay there on Netflix forever.
Yeah. So I don't see this girl getting away from this. And I feel like she's at an age where maybe she doesn't understand the gravity of how long this is going to last.
Yeah.
You don't ever get to now shut the door on this.
Right.
Not that it was going to be something to just be able to shut the door on, but if you're just managing it, dealing with it through your family and trying to work through things with, like, moving forward on how do I move past this kind of trauma,
right.
Then that's one thing. But now it's living forever.
Yeah.
Like, you have a movie about it. And so I'm just shocked that I feel like.
And we see them, I'm assuming toward the end, it's them like currently.
Yeah.
Because this all took place over just the last few years.
Yeah. And that was something that was interesting to me. It's like they were making the documentary for a long time, because some of the interviews with the girl and the different girls, like, and the dad and everything. Some of the interviews seemed like they were a little while ago, and then later in there you get ones that are more current. And so it was like, how long were they making this documentary?
Yeah.
And like, I mean, I guess we could look that up, but
yeah.
One thing that why I said like I might have a little bit of an opinion on that. I don't have an opinion one way or the other necessarily, but I have heard from seeing different things posted and stuff. I have heard that there wasn't, they left a lot out of the documentary
Mm-hmm.
that caused people to think, and we'll talk about it more in spoilers, but it caused people to think a little more poorly of some of the people.
Mm.
And so if you guys want to hear more about that, join us in spoilers because we can't really say it here.
Might give away who's a part of it, who isn't.
Yeah, it would be kind of too much information to try to like worm my way through without spoiling something. So we'll talk about it in spoilers, but there is question on whether the documentary should have been more clear about some things. And I think that's something that's hard with a documentary is like, you have to decide how long is it going to be and how much, what detail is important and what detail isn't. And you might not know until hindsight, you know, because
it's an hour and a half.
Yeah. And you just don't know how people are going to take it.
Right.
Because you, by filming it and everything, you get to know the people, you get to kind of like understand them. And so maybe you think, oh, but that's not needed to understand.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe it was more needed than they might have realized, because the way some of the people came across and the way some things came across, it was like, that doesn't seem right, you know? So,
I wonder if, I don't know if it's like based on like contracts or something, like when there's a documentary like this where the people involved are still alive and share very personal things, if they have to see the completed project before like giving the okay,
that's what I wondered too.
I would imagine it's like, you're not just going to do a documentary on a person, film them and everything without their permission, first of all. But I wonder if they can somehow put something in a contract like, hey, I'm willing to share my story here. I'm willing to be on camera, but I want to see the final product before it gets released.
I want to sign off
on that.
Yeah.
In order for this to, get out there. I think that would be smart for, for a person to do. I just wonder if that was a part of this, or if it's a normal thing, or if it's just documentary filmmakers are like, because there's a lot of documentaries that are, you always look into it later and it's like, okay, that was very different. The real story is very different from what the documentary shows, But in those, maybe those people aren't alive anymore, or like they're not on the on screen, you know.
Like the Dahmer one, like there were certain things that it was like, I think that was to be a little more theatrical. I think that was
like the Monsters Dahmer show.
Yeah. And the, like with the neighbor and everything, there were certain things that it was like, that wasn't very accurate,
right?
Yeah.
So even true crime like shows that aren't documentaries, like, do those characters, because they are still existing people, like, do they get any sort of say in their, in their character in the show or the film? Because it's labeled as like true crime based on true story. So do they get to say, I don't like how you're depicting me in this movie, I need to change things, or do they have any say in that, or is it just the filmmaker gets to do what they want with the information that they have, and they can choose to make the story look a different way or one way or another? I don't know how all that works, but
it's very interesting because like I said, there's definitely been some, I don't know if it's controversy, but like people being like, "Hey guys, stop talking about this because you actually don't know the full story
Yeah.
if you only watch the documentary." Like, because it
Yeah.
was a small town, so there's a lot of people who are very close to the story
Mm-hmm.
that weren't in the documentary
Mm-hmm.
that are like speaking up and
Putting out
saying
their
like,
version of,
"Hey,
yeah,
this is what really went down,
yeah,
how it really was."
right.
So
Yeah. Crazy
Yeah. It-
documentary. It gets really intense and scary. So that's why we're reviewing it. Definitely go see it if you're sensitive to like kids being harassed.
and I mean, like
Then
vulgar stuff being said to the kids,
yeah,
her being told to commit suicide, like there's some really intense cyberbullying going on.
yeah,
So if that's something, that's like trigger warning that
yeah,
you might want to stay away.
yeah.
But
There's some stuff like that in there that's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very interesting what people do to each other, and very sick and disturbing. So we thought maybe you guys would like it because if you're like us, you kind of are interested in that stuff. And we watch the crazy, disturbing horror films. So
Yep.
you're probably going to want to watch it.
There you go. It's on Netflix.
Yep.
Go
on
see
Netflix.
it.
Go see it. Now we're going to go over to Patreon and we're gonna talk about the spoilers and give our opinions on that. Wait, we need to give a rating.
Oh, we're giving a rating.
Yeah, let's just at least look at.
Should we see what the ratings are?
Yeah.
See. Yeah, I didn't think about a rating for this.
Yeah. I don't know that I mean, I really liked it. It's really interesting, generating a lot of conversations, but I feel weird like liking it. I feel like that's why I was like, well, I like the way it was done, like the way, and I feel like it was well paced, and certain things were placed at good, strategic parts of the documentary.
Mm-hmm.
So it made the story flow in a certain way that was made for like some shocking reveals.
Yeah.
So I think I would give credit to, the filmmakers for that.
Yeah.
It's like having a good writer,
Yeah. Yeah, and a good editor, director, or whatever.
Yeah.
There's no Rotten Tomatoes score.
Okay.
Let's see if there's one on IMDb.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so IMDb has it at a 6.9 out of 10.
Okay.
I don't know what documentaries usually would get. But yeah, it's an interesting one to think about. A
rating.
A rating.
Yeah.
I would say it was. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to rate it. Yeah. I'll rate it based on like what I said, because it was a shocking reveal toward the end there.
It was, and
so I'm like, I'm gonna give it an 85.
Okay. I just have kind of like beef with making the documentary in the first place.
Yeah.
And it's hard to say why I feel the way I feel without talking about the spoilers. So I'll give it an 83.
Okay. And we'll talk about why we give those scores.
Yeah.
All right. Go to patreon.com/scaretalk and join us for the spoilers. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.